Please subscribe to Facetv Africa and turn the notification on. Facetv Africa, ẹ jọ̀ọ́, subscribe, hete.
Face TV was Swoby.
It's actually self-manufactured, so it's a crazy thing.
So how do you feel about it?
Well, I don't think it's a good one. In fact, something needs to be doing about this. It's crazy because we know it's not a government situation. You know, the whole petroleum dealers in this country or in the state needs to just like have human sympathy. I mean, you cannot believe we've been on this queue for past, I would say 5 hours. Since 6 a.m., most of us have been on the queue trying to buy fuel. I had to leave 2 filling stations to get back here now. Though the situation is not the same thing with Mobile, but others are worse.
So how can federal government help us on this?
It is not a federal government situation. That's the reality. It's not a federal government situation. You know, if there is an adulterated fuel somewhere and they say they're trying to scan and, fish out those stations where you have adulterated fuels, does not mean every other filling station should close down. So I think it is self-manufactured and it should stop. That's the reality.
Okay. So what advice can you give the manufacturer?
Just do the right thing. Do the right thing because we know they know the right thing. They're not just doing the right thing.
What can you tell us about the young situation, sir?
I mean, it's terrible. I just had to come out of a meeting to queue. My colleagues are still in the meeting room. I just had to come out to queue because, we might get stranded along the way if I finish that meeting. So throughout yesterday, I couldn't get. My wife got after queuing for 2 hours. I don't have that much time. So it's terrible. There's almost nothing we can do about it.
So what do you feel about the young situation? What challenges have you facing?
Yeah, as I just said, the sheer waste of time is terrible. And some places, the queues obstruct traffic, making our transit times longer. It's getting difficult. Lagos is already hard as it is. It's adding more stress to the burden of commuting in the city. So the relevant authorities should really help us. We are. It's training in every way.
So what do you think the federal government can do about it?
Honestly, I'm trying to even find out what is the cause. I don't know what the cause of the situation is. I hear they withdrew some amount of fuel, they recalled some amount of fuel, and it's causing scarcity. But whatever it is, let them fix it. I honestly don't know what the exact solution is, but it has to be fixed one way or another. We are suffering. That's the truth. We are suffering.
We know some people will be buying fuel and be keeping it for black market. So what advice can you give those people?
Well, it's practical. There's almost nothing you can do about it. It will still happen no matter what you do. It will still happen. Lagos is it's a mega city. People will always need to have fuel. So people that are buying for black market, hoarding and reselling at black market prices, it will always happen. So in order to stop it, we need to make this product available. It needs to be available. One way or another, it needs to be made available.
My name is Christopher.
So what can you tell us about the young boy situation?
Since it's on Monday, there's no fuel. So we are just struggle to buy fuel. Even today, since 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, I came outside to buy fuel. So now I never even buy fuel. So then we bring rubber. They say we should go home and bring keke. So I'm a keke rider. So that is the reason why we come here to buy keke. There's no fuel. So may our government help us. We don't suffer. This is our country. Where they want to carry us go, may they carry us go. May all of us go the same way where they carry us go. But may they give us what we want. This fuel now we want. We need this fuel. May they give us fuel. Since they no fit give us money, they no fit give us what we want. May they just give us this fuel what we need, so that we fit go our businesses. I have a wife, I have children. So if I no drive these things, if I no get fuel to carry go work, I go take feed my family. So maybe our government, may they help us, help me beg them. I beg. We no carry shoulder for them, but maybe they just try give us fuel. We need fuel. I beg. Help me beg them for me. I beg. Maybe we no get power.
For me, I feel like for our country, Nigeria, it's not a palatable one because it's like we having to revisit a case that by now should have been treated as a nation. Do you understand? This for a concern. It feels like it's every time we're always coming back to sit on it. I just feel we should just get like a long-lasting solution to it and let us be done with it once and for all. Yeah.
So, how do you feel about it?
It's not nice. I mean, you can see everybody's trying to go to work and the whole filling station is chunked up. This is even better. NNPC at towards Arono, it's like ocean sardine that they want to harvest. More than close to 1,000 people in one filling station, and there, you know what we're still dealing with, COVID and the like. So imagine a lot of people coming in contact. Many of them not wearing the face masks, and then a whole lot of people at risk. Why? Because of fuel. So we're trying to manage one. Another hazard is coming into place. It doesn't make any sense, and yet we have a government who is to I don't know what word I'll use to justify or to quantify. But let me just say, to be there for the people, to attend to the needs. Things like this shouldn't be a country of our caliber, Nigeria. It shouldn't be heard of. Things like this should not be happening. See everybody carrying, only one man came with like 3 jerrycans. What happened? Is it December? Is it Christmas? That is coming with 3 jerrycans.
So what can you tell our government, federal government, to help us on this situation?
For me, like I've said, it still boils down to the refineries. If you can actually have like an active, not just one, not just two, probably like 3 or 4 that is being owned and functional by the government, not the one that Dangote is doing. That one is the world richest in Africa, trying to pave way. The country itself should actually go extra mile to set up refineries rather than we having crude oil, exporting them to be refined and then paying a whole lot to import them, and then it's having a huge effect on the citizens. Have your own refinery. Do you understand? Get it functional, refine your oil, and then supply to your citizens at a less rate, so that because PMS is what we basically use. The poor, the average, the rich, the haves and the haves not. That will majorly use, except from like the kerosene and diesel. But for transportation, is it the keke man? Is it the bike man? Is it the dispatcher? Name it. We all use petrol. So that needs to be available at an affordable rate. So even if other things are still, in check, and the government is trying to work on other aspects of the country, at least some of the major commodities, the needs must be provided. But not asking for too much. Kekere, titini, small, just provide it. Chicken.
Sulaiman Kamaru.
Kí lẹ lè sọ nípa ọ̀rọ̀ àwọn epo tí ó wà níta báyìí?
Ó yà wá lẹ́nu bó ṣe bá wá lójijì, ó yà wá lẹ́nu. Nígbà tí àwọn èrò tá à ń gbé wọ́n complain torí ó ní ìsìn mo fi páàkì lẹ́sìn mo wá repo mọ́tò sí pọ̀pọ̀ ní bus stop. Ó dẹ̀ ń fa àwọn èrò tábà nìkan fún àwọn èrò ń complain. A dẹ̀ ń waste time níbi àbí. Àwọn waste time àwọn àtàbí 1 hour àbí 1.5 hours. Ìdílé tó ń wà tó ń dágbó sílò lẹ́mìn ayége sí Ìkẹjà lèmi mọ̀ ná àti ìbọn ti fi mọ́tò mo ti páàkì lẹ̀ wá repo ní ibi báyìí. AP kí wá ń bẹ̀, Mobi kí wá ń bẹ̀. Lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ yìí tó wà lọ́dọ̀ wa ni ó la fífi bí bẹ́ẹ̀ lẹ̀ tàbí wá ní ká tó gbìyànjú wá sí ibi báyìí. Gósì ló mọ fèsì láti Ògùnjì kí n tó dé báyìí kíjọba ràn ọ̀rọ̀ epo yìí torí olómọ cost anything. Gbogbo àwọn ọlọ́jà àwọn afọwọ́lọ́jà gbogbo àná bá dúró lẹ́ǹsì àwọ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ bá pọ̀ bus stop àfẹ́fowó lé tẹ́lẹ̀ mọ́tò pọ̀ kò sí èrò bẹ̀tẹ̀ ní ìsìn yìí èrò pọ̀ kò sí mọ́tò.
Ìmọ̀ràn wo lẹ wá lè fún ọ̀rá lù?
Àmọ́ra náà ni gbàtíjọba ti sọ wípé epo jẹ́ gbé wọ̀lú olóńdá wà lálẹ́ àmà ní sùúrù náà ni àwọn alámọ̀ra fún náà ni ìta fẹ́ ṣe lẹ́yìn ọlọ́run ìjọba ló kù.
I can even call it as it's a shock for me because I don't expect say we're supposed to get the problem of scarcity for this time around. I don't understand it. So, and it started by yesterday night. I don't know what is happening. Either the increment, I don't know. But it is a normal price, but I don't know what is happening.
So what are the challenges you have been facing since that yesterday?
That is the key when we're there now. I don't spend almost 1 hour here now. That is the challenges.
So how do you feel about it?
How do you feel? In fact, we are suffer for it now. It is a sufferness. When I go to the station with my money, I spend almost an hour there.
So what advice can you give the federal government? How can they help us out?
Yeah, in fact, it's there because we have already, when they are campaign, they know our problem. They always use our problem to campaign to us. But at the end of the day, when they enter it, they will not do it.
So
it's only God can help us.
As an attendant, what can you tell us about the West Scarcity?
We are tired.
You are tired. Why are you tired?
Too much rushing now. I mean, they should stop it. The fuel scarcity is too much. This rushing of fuel is too much. We can't bear it. Stress alone. Ó ti pọ̀ jù. Kọ́lá ṣe ti kọ́ ṣe sí kọ́ yẹ kí gbogbo ẹ̀ dínkù.
So advice for the government.
Government kọ́ ṣe dáadáa ni kò jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. Kọ́ yẹ káwa youth ká gbégbá ayé rere.
Please subscribe to Facetv Africa and turn the notification on. Facetv Africa, ẹ jọ̀ọ́ subscribe hete.
Face TV was Swoby.